and giving back in a good way. A sincere thank you.
Mother Kenny, he's still there. Is he really? Yeah, he's still on around there. He wants to hold up. Lamont, he comes back
James,
and forth.
want to take a break?
He's out in Colorado.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about it. Oh man.
Dennis is good. All of our family.
Okay.
Well, I got a really old distance. Kind of really, I said to Shabbat.
The family at this time providing a prayer in a good way to the drum and each of these individual singers. Oh, again, thank you. Okay, I believe we're ready to go on to our next round of gourd dancing, and then after this round I'm going to ask all the veterans to come on up, as again we are going to honor all of those that are here today, and we also invite all our non-native, our visitors and friends to stand by after this next set. All right, okay. At this time, again, calling all gourd dancers. Some of you just arriving. This is your time, I hope. At this time, it's been an official order by the veterans, the President of the United States, that 3 o'clock has been designated as a moment of silence. On behalf of the Walatoa veterans, I again have asked in a nice way that they are, in turn will acknowledge again the time that has been allocated for this moment of silence. I'd like to turn the mic over to this time the commander. Again, we'll do the necessary introductions. So again, I ask your indulgence, each and every one of you, to please stand as I turn the mic over again to Mr. Ruben Romero.
By the order of the Congress, by Public Law 106-579, it is designated here at 1500 hours local time, the day as the time for all Americans to observe in their own way a national moment of remembrance and silence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, veterans, guests, for having our moment of silence as ordered by the President of the United States and Congress in the moment of silence at 1500.
At this time, Mr. Stuart Gachapin, Kasiki here for the Walatoa people, has been asked to provide a prayer along with this moment of silence again in memory and honor of many of the warriors, the veterans, and especially many of those that have paid the supreme sacrifice. So at this time, I'd like to call upon our Kasiki here in Jemez Pueblo, Mr. Stuart Gachapin.
Thank you. À son tiêu sẽ tôi ye, tao phải sẽ đây ye, tao phải họ lúc khi mà lấy, họ quay qua lo lên này, họ là biết cái tao là ta nó, béo cái tao, tao huy ông ấy ta, họ là vài cái bộ qua cái quay bên họ qua cái gì là bên nó kiểu sẽ tập qua nó kiểu qua lên, họ là số quay qua hơn mà họ bà bên trong lên kiểu mót cái kiểu ông cái ta họ là khi nó là bằng xe bằng qua kiểu nó quay kiểu nó họ là không ta họ là hiện từ cái nó qua kiểu ta nó qua kiểu bao nó họ quay số quay lên qua mình sẽ ở ta hay nó họ là mà qua kiểu lên nó ta bà thế nào qua kiểu họ tiêu sẽ bằng họ mót lại họ thấy gì họ là không được qua họ gì tàu ấy họ hư kiểu hoa thì họ muốn họ là đa bộ họ tông sĩ tàu biết thì qua quan này mà họ là quê ở qua họ chưa họ nói họ là quê bỏ qua mà mà qua kiểu mà leo nó tới mà chỗ nó cái to ấy tàu là nó tàu quê về hư mà nó họ họ là tới hay có nó qua kiểu mà ta là của nó họ là kéo họ to qua bữa lâu nó kiểu mà nó qua kiểu mà ta là qua cái bữa kiểu ta nó qua kiểu nó qua lo lên này ta bữa họ lo sẽ tôi gì họ lo số là bọn lên mà qua sang lâu mày họ lo vốn nó tôi lấy qua cái gì là lấy nó bữa tôi qua lo lên này họ lo hơi phụ họ đâu qua cái kiểu mà bị rỗ ông đã lo thấy quê hơi là họ có người show này có cái kia hay leo tao và kêu nó còn lo sẽ tôi tao và lo sẽ đây họ chơi ngoài đây là nông po hôm nay thấy tôi này bung người ta họ lo show là tao ta hồi tao show là bao qua họ lo mà họ lo show này là qua khi tết tao bỏ lên nó bắt ta quê vợ nó tao qua cái kia dễ lên họ lo quê ta tao cái kia tôi quê họ bé thì họ mất lại họ thế vậy họ lo hơn tao bao qua gì à tao vậy họ hơi kêu phải được qua họ mới nằm mà họ đã bảo là sẽ tôi tao bảo là sẽ đây vậy qua bị kia là ông cái ta họ lo yêu số quê ta tao ta kêu là lo quê ở quê mà sao đi qua quê kia quê sao lo sẽ tôi tao bảo sẽ đây tao bảo khi xuống lấy tao bảo họ lo kêu nó cơ đã bớt ta họ lo sẽ tôi tao bảo sẽ đây họ ăn kỹ số lấy ông bị kỹ tiêu ấy họ ta hồi tôi qua kỹ huy kêu hơi ta đã bớt thì chính rồi họ huy cái ta họ lo bông qua kỹ xe lên nữa họ ta họ lo tới do nó tao ta họ tới do nó cái to tên là qua kỹ tới tan nữa tên là qua kỹ hồ kỹ hồ này tôi bọc qua xếp bọc qua kêu hết tất quên lệ tôi học quên xe tôi tao phải xe đấy đã bớt là xe tôi tao phải xe đấy ai kỹ số lấy không bị kỹ tôi họ lo tân tại qua bị ghi là qua cái quên lệ mi xe tôi tao phải xe đấy tao phải kinh sinh lệ một thế chi mà thế một năm ba xe tôi mình muốn tu này ta hay thế nào họ lo tới còn tao về họ lo bé cái tao có họ đi uống quay ở số bọn mình số sẽ tôi tao về sẽ đi gì đã bớt tới hay ô bỏ hay sang năm bỏ xây lều quay bị gì mình ta tao về họ lo gì tao bé sinh ta hay ô bé là vì là mát sao mà ta bộ lo sẽ tôi tao về sẽ đi gì tôi có cái phải gì lo kêu tao về họ lo nó tao về gì liền tôi cho nó không thể chơi với thế này nông po thì chỗ này bung người ta họ ta hồi họ tới những con nó cái tên này cái nông sản quê à qua đi uống quê ở chỗ bọn mình số sẽ tôi tao phải sẽ đây vậy họ quay kêu nó cái qua lo số bộ cái này đã bắt đầu lo hơi vừa qua mà bị lo đã bảo là sẽ tôi sẽ nó bắt đầu tao về họ là sẽ đây tao về sẽ ông bị kỹ lệ tôi qua là đây là cái quê rồi sẽ tôi ông đó tôi bị kỹ là qua bị họ sẽ tôi tao về sẽ đây vậy ta bắt đấy ô bảy sang nó bỏ nó mới họ là quê từng xây từng ta từng đâu qua cái bác sĩ bác qua tao về sẽ tôi tao về sẽ đây vậy tao về họ là đây mình nên số khi sinh lệ. Good afternoon, everybody. All the people that have traveled from your respective villages to our community over here at Walachoa at the Red Rocks. Today we're gathered here in memory of our soldiers, the ones that are deceased and the ones that are still here with us. I just want to thank all of them, our great-grandfathers, our grandfathers, our dads, our mothers, our sisters, our brothers that have served in the military. It's just continue to pray for them, ask them for their blessings, our guidance, our safety. And I just thank all the veterans that are here with us. Thank God, thank all the great spirits that they made it back home in our respective villages. And today, this morning, they have raised the flag in honor of America. The colors represent the United States. We're all strong. Let's continue to be brothers and sisters. Let's respect each other's, and may God bless every one of you. Safe travels. Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Mr. Gachapin, our cacique for the Jemez Pueblo people. At this time, I would like to ask all the veterans that are here, all veterans, we'd like to ask you to come up in front of the speaker stand. Even those that were here this morning, we, again, especially want to acknowledge all veterans and all warriors. We invite our non-native friends as well. We invite you to come on up, our women relatives, those that have served our country. We'd like to ask you to come on up in front of the speaker stand. As, again, we want to allocate a little bit of time for each of these individual warriors. Al, you can come on up here too, so. Brother here has been serving in all 4 branches. Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. Army was still the best, right? Hey, I'm getting the hit over here. So, any more veterans? We'd like to ask you to come on up here. Yeah, Mr. Joe Green over here. Yeah, I wanted to acknowledge him again, a gentleman that provided our taps for us this morning. Always doing a fine job as always, and I want to thank him. Incidentally, there was a hearing aid that was lost over here, I believe, during one of the interviews. If you don't claim it, I sure could use it. So, yeah, I've been hit alongside of the head, a few times. So, some of you lost your hearing aid. Yeah, I have it up here. All right. Okay, I believe any more veterans? Non-native. Yeah, some of you just come on up here. We want to acknowledge everyone. Hoka. Name, rank, and serial number. I think you know what we're talking about. Hey. Okay.
Private First Class, Ralph Sarcino, Vietnam, 65. Artillery and Recon.
Right. Right. He must be Marine. Oh, no, he's Army.
Staff Sergeant Frank M. Shativa, Korean veteran, served a year and 10 months in the Army and came out as a Staff Sergeant. Thank you.
My name is Kenneth D. Edwards. I'm known, by KD by most people. And I'm a kid of 88 years, soon to be 89. And I served in the Marine Corps during World War II, during Korea. And I have to put China in their proper place in the middle of that, after the war, between those 2 wars. And I'm proud of what I did, but I'll tell you what I'm most proud of is the way that people have accepted us when we came back, plus the fact, and our own personal pride, that my father won a Silver Star in World War I. I won one in World War II, and my son won one in Vietnam. And I lost 2 sons in Vietnam, and it hurts me so bad I can't even believe they were half brothers by 2 sisters. And that's the way we did it when I was young. There were not enough men to go around. But I'm proud of the way things turned out for my family, and that we're here today to celebrate with you. Thank you so very much.
Michael Johnson. I represent Laguna, Acoma, and Navajo tribes. I served during the Cold War, U.S. Navy.
Sergeant First Class Vidal, U.S. Army, 19 Kilo Abrams Tanker /69 Bravo. I serve in OIF 1 and 3.
Specialist Toya. I served in the U.S. Army from 2000 to 2003 as a 92 Golf, which is a fleet service specialist.
Thomas Pecos, United States Air Force, MAC, 60th Field Maintenance Squadron. Kept the biggest cargo plane ever made flying.
Specialist Alvin Toya, U.S. Army. I served during the Vietnam era.
Specialist Frawa Odell, U.S. Army, Desert Shield, Desert Storm veteran, and I was a cannon fire direction specialist.
Hello, Specialist Gail Madalena, 76 Whiskey, 10, and 71 Lima. U.S. Army.
U.S. Army, retired Staff Sergeant Jose Artero, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Thank you.
Lawrence Tosa, U.S. Marines, served in Vietnam, and I will never forget that place or never forget my brother. That's his flag over to the right. My brother Tony. Thank you very much.
James Gutchpin. I served in Vietnam as a combat engineer, the United States Army. Thank you.
Jose L. Toya, serving in the United States Army.
Charlotte Toya, specialist. I just wanted to say my dad served in the Air Force for 23 years and his name was Paul Toya. Thank you.
Staff Sergeant Morgan, served with 509 Airborne Infantry Unit in Germany and U.S. Air Force retired.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pat Walke, and I served in the Marine Corps. It's a 3rd Battalion, 3rd Regiment, and I was a rifle instructor for the Marine Corps. And when they took me over to serve in the hotel company in Vietnam. And in there, I got me this job as a sniper, coming from the rifle instruction. Thank you.
Claude Vile E5, 51st Infantry Division, served from 64 to 69, U.S. Army.
Anthony Loretto, Specialist 4th Class, Radio Man.
Gilbert Benelli, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam.
James Andrew V. Hill, Specialist 5th Class, served in Vietnam, 1968 to 1969.
First Lieutenant John Chrysler served in the U.S. Public Health Service, a branch of the Navy, 1977 to 1980. Thank you.
Julian Gonzalez, United States Marine Corps. First combat troops into Vietnam in 1964. I was with 9th MEB, 3rd Marine Division, Walking Dead.
Boy lad told me to tell you that he was in the... Forget it. Salvation Army. My name is Al Noxilicata. I come from Okiawingi, part Seminole and Kiowa, Vietnam, and Iraqi Freedom.
Joseph Green, Sergeant, United States Air Force, aircraft mechanic, and I served as a bugler for the honor guard team for many veterans coming from Vietnam.
My name is Edgar Lujan. I'm from the Pueblo of Santa Ana, and I served in the United States Army, 1968, 1969, 1st Armored Division, Vietnam era. Thank you, brothers and sisters, veterans. I thank you very much. Glad you made it back home to your stateside. Thank you. Sergeant Perry Brigade, U.S. Army.
You guys have all day? I got a whole story about myself. I'm just kidding. Daryl Blackhorse, U.S. Army, over 16 years. I went in as a combat arms infantry, and then I went to work on Apache helicopters. Then I went to becoming a military police. Now I'm out of it. Now I'm serving. I served my country with the Army. Now I'm serving my people with New Mexico as a New Mexico State Police Officer. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Donicio Chama, United States Coast Guard, Helicopter Squadron, Search and Rescue.
William Nelson, Specialist 4th Class, United States Army, Vietnam, July 73, July 75.
Alban Alley, U.S. Army, Republic of South Vietnam. I was in Quang Tri, Dong Ha, and Hue, and the grunts call me Doc.
My name is Greg Toya, Sergeant United States Marine Corps, Reconnaissance Battalions, and I've been in Pacific Theater.
Sergeant First Class Ruben Romero, U.S. Army, retired.
Any more veterans out there? Again, this time is set aside for you. Yeah, I don't know if I can get out there. Use it. Mr. Bernard Duran, Korean veteran. So, again, our head singer. Any other? As far as it goes.
Victor Herrera, ABH-2, United States Navy, Staff Sergeant, 19 Delta Cat Scouts.
Any more veterans out here? Bobby Valdez, where did he take off to? Salvation Army, veteran. Sergeant Boye Ladd, 75th Airborne Ranger Division, Vietnam, 36 combat missions. And again, for each of these distinguished veterans that are here, we certainly, on behalf of the Walatoa veterans, the Jemez Arts and Crafts Association, certainly appreciate each and every one of you that have come out here today. It is in your honor that we set this day aside, and we certainly appreciate the governor, lieutenant governor, the cacique, the war chiefs for doing honor for our people, and that's again what we see here today. We certainly appreciate the drum and the honor what they have bestowed on each and every one of you. At this time, as a special request, we ask Southern Mix to provide us with a warrior song, a veteran song. For those that are able, we'd like to ask you to come out and dance. We ask you, the audience, some of you that have relatives, your father, your brother, your sister, to come on out and join these warriors, these veterans. I'd like to say at this time that a long-honored tradition among our people, especially the warrior societies, is that we always dance in a counterclockwise direction. Always dance that way, especially the distinguished warriors. It wasn't until about the late 1960s that they asked the men to dance with the women. But we're warriors here today. I'm going to ask you in a special way, respect to the flag, all the deceased, that we dance counterclockwise, the warrior way. Aho.
all these distinguished warriors in our midst. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege. Freedom is not free. All these men can attest to that. They've lost a lot of good friends, a lot of good brothers. Today is a good day to honor them. One of the news reports lately, there's a book that has been written. It's called Tribe.